Hey, welcome to John's Guitar Lab. We're going to be talking about Mel Bay, for those that have the Mel Bay book. Again, for those that do not have it, please contact me, let me know what you have, so I could help you with that. But one thing, most important, on the last lesson in the Mel Bay book, on page 23, there's a piece called the Chord Waltz. And I noticed later on when I reviewed the video that on these two G7 forms, maybe you couldn't really see the fingering very well. So anyway, on the chord waltz, when you get to the second line, all right, you'll see that it'll have an F, a G, and a D. This is what it looks like. Can we see that really well? All right, the third finger's on the F, the G is open, and the pinky's on the D. All right, that's one form. Another form on the piece below it called the builder, you'll see on the first line almost to the very end, you'll see another form of G7, and all it is the third finger here on the F, on the fourth string, open G, open B, and the E string is silent. Okay, take a look at that with the pick just in case. All right, I hope it didn't cause any discourse for everyone out there, because, again, questions, please. That's why it's important. All right. So now let's move on in the Mel Bay book. From page 23, we're going to page 24. All right. There we have the 4-string chord study. How do you say? Is you have to follow the book in this particular case. The F chord, I know we went over with the fingering. Can we see that with the first fingering and make sure this joint stays straight? That is the most important part on that 4-string study. We want to make sure with the F chord that we're getting all the notes. We're not getting as, okay, we want to get, and again, and I don't care if I sound like a broken record, all right? First finger, joint straight, you do the 2 notes first, add the second finger, and once you know you're comfortable and you have these 3 notes, they're coming out clear, you take that 3rd finger, put it up there, all right? Very important. The piece below, you see that it's in duet form called Follow the Leader. The nature of this, you can pretty much play the top and bottom line yourself. All right, I'll give you a little bit of it, just doing what we call the top line, because you'll see the Roman numeral 1 and Roman numeral number 2, pardon me. All right, on Follow the Leader. Another recap, it's an incomplete measure. So we set our metronome, we got it at 50. We're going to count 4 beats and then count the 1 beat and come in on the 2. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 2. Okay, I just did the top line. Let's shut this off because that makes me, if I'm practicing, I love it, but it'll make me crazy. Anyway, something very important here. On Follow the Leader, you will notice that when we did Okay, when we get to that quarter note, do not let that ring over into the second beat. You see you have the rest there, you have a quarter rest, and then you have a half rest. Silence, very important, okay? Moving right along to the bottom line of Follow the Leader, you'll see, interestingly enough, you have this, bam, 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 and then the bottom part goes. All right, so they're the same notes, they're just what we call an octave apart. And I think we explained a bit about that the octave, that if you have a note here, like this is a G, this is a G, you have another G over here. The difference, there's the same name, but the difference is the amount of vibrations a second. The higher the string, the faster the vibrations go. So this, for instance, just for a visual, then this one, okay, so that's what the difference is. All right, same name, it's just that different vibrations, they'll make fast vibrations will make the note sound higher, slower vibrations make that note sound lower. All right, bass solo with chord accompaniment, yowza. We're on page 25. With this here, what you see is you have a note, all right, and it's listed as a dotted half note, and then you have the chords right after that. Now, and again, this is for the people with the Mel Bay Book. If you do not have the Mel Bay Book in front of you, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. All right? Very briefly, because I'm going to do a separate lesson just on this, bass solo with chord accompaniment. This part is just the heads up. You'll see on the top right-hand corner, you'll see a dotted half note, which is an E, and you'll see the formation of the C chord below. All right? The way that's played, the note rings, 1, 2, 3, the note rings, 1. You hear it still ringing over the chord. Okay, that's just a heads up. I'm going to go into more detail in another lesson. Again, as always, if you like what you hear, please subscribe, all right, so you can get everything that's coming out at the time it's coming out. All right, questions below in the section, please, just fire them away. All right, listen, keep playing, keep talking, and keep learning guitar, and I'll see you the next time.